Hi, so this is the I love spring tag, and of course nobody tagged me because I'm like nobody, but I wanted to do it anyways, so, and the original video will be linked down below in the description. So the first question is, how is spring where you live? Crazy. So it is the very end of March. April starts next week, and it's been warm the last few days, and now let me show you what happened last night. Okay, bright. This. And it really actually doesn't look like that much on the cars, but it really is. I went outside to get something from my car, and there's like 6 or 7 inches of snow, so I'm gonna have to shovel that off before tomorrow. But I think my phone said tomorrow's supposed to be in like the 40s and the next day is like in the 50s, so that's what spring is like. It frequently, I live in upstate New York, it frequently snows here into May. You can have frost in June, so it sucks. You never know what's gonna happen. That's spring where I live. Next question is, most anticipated book release this spring, and this one is really hard. It is between Take Me On by Katie McGarry and The Treatment by Suzanne Young. I would probably have to go with Take Me On, or The Treatment, just because it's finishing a series and I want to know what happens, whereas Take Me On is, it's part of a series, but it's like one of those contemporary companion series, so does that really count? But it's basically a standalone novel, so I'm not invested in those characters yet like I am with the Treatment characters. Next question is, show a book cover that makes you think of spring. And I feel like I don't have a lot. I actually have a book that says spring in the title, but I didn't want to take that one. So I picked My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I know like nothing about this book other than people like rave about it. I don't know, people just seem happy and the sun is kind of shining and there's flowers and stuff. I guess it could be summery too, but it reminds me of spring. And the spine especially, I feel like makes me think of spring. Like these colors are very spring-like to me. Next is, where are you going to read this spring? And the same places I read the rest of the year basically, so at work, in my apartment, but I am planting flowers on my like little deck area, so like in pots and stuff obviously, and I kind of would like to get out there more in the spring. And this last summer was horrible. It was so hot, you couldn't go anywhere. It's very unusual for us to have something that hot, so I'm scared that'll happen again, and so I might just need to enjoy spring when I can, but I do want to get outside more. Next question is, find a cover with the sun on it, and this one was kinda hard. I'm not sure if I have one, so I kind of have like a cheating one, and this is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. That's sort of a sun, right? Like, the sun is clearly setting behind them, and then this is like exaggerated rain. I don't know. I'm a cheater. Next question is, what are your favorite spring reads? And I don't read seasonally really, so I read whatever I want, whenever I want, honestly. Actually, I find in the spring and summer I probably read a lot more fantasy and dystopian, like darker things. I don't know why. And whereas in like the winter, I tend to like gravitate sometimes towards contemporary and lighter things. I don't know if it's like I'm looking for the opposite of what I have in the world. But in my mind, I definitely agree with what a lot of other people have said, where when you think of spring, you kind of think of contemporary, but I just read whatever. And the last question is, find a book with many different colors on it. And I picked a romance novel, and it is called See Jane Score by Rachel Gibson. And it's not the prettiest cover ever, but it is very colorful. So you have like the yellow and this red ribbon thing, and then the red lips, and this pale blue, and then purple, pink, and orange. And it just reminds me kind of spring, because it's a lot of like pastel-y colors, which make me think of Easter and everything. So that is the I Love Spring tag. Thanks for watching. Bye!